Good evening. Happy Wednesday. I hope that wherever you are done with your dinner and you're ready for a little bit of Stampin' Up. So let me introduce myself really quick. My name is Barbara Ragsdale and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And I am here, hi Stella. I am here to show you how you can use Stampin' Up products in order to make your 12 by 12 layouts. So every week at 7 p.m., hi Corrine, I go live and I'll be doing a 12 by 12 page layout using some sort of featured Stampin' Up product. And today I'm going to be featuring the Well Suited Designer Series paper that is straight from the January to June 2021 mini catalog. So, but before I get any further and before I forget, because it's right here in front of me so I wouldn't forget, I want to do the drawing for last week, and I didn't cut the paper, but I have it, I promise. Last week, well, the first layout was the Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper, and so I'm giving away a sampling of the paper, another 6x6 sampling of the paper, basically. So we're gonna do that drawing once I get the camera pointed down. So, but I do thank you for joining me, and I hope that you find this layout to be something that you could use for any kind of masculine theme. Hi Susan. So whether you are doing like a baby theme or maybe some kind of masculine theme, brother, husband, I think we all need to at least have a layout in our scrapbook pages and our albums that are designated just for the men in our lives. So hi Jackie. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll show you everything once I get the camera pointed down. But let's go ahead and get this flipped around so we can get started. And let's do the drawing for last week. And if you are joining me for the first time and wondering how you can get into the drawing, I'm just moving some stuff around here. When you like, comment, and share my videos, that gets you entered into the drawing for the prizes that I give away. So let's go ahead and get this spun, however you want to, I think it's spun. Let's get this thing spun and see who wins. Oh, it's Shirley Taylor. And you know what? Look, it says share. So one of the share entries, because when you share you get 2 entries, that gets you in the wheel a couple of times. So Shirley Taylor, I'll be mailing your prize out to you tomorrow. You won a 6x6 sampling of the flower, what did I just say it was? Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper out of the annual catalog. So congratulations, Shirley. So let me show you the paper that we'll be working with tonight with this layout. This is just a sampling, but this is the Well Suited Designer Series paper that is straight out of the January to June mini catalog, and that's one side. And then when you flip it over, you've got all these other designs. Pretty, nice masculine colors. Got some Night of Navy, some Smoky Slate, Basic White. What else is that? Pacific Point. What else is that? There's Basic Black. And seems like I'm missing something else. Oh, Misty Moonlight. There's a Misty Moonlight in there too. So very pretty paper. And let's see. Let's just go ahead and get this thing. Let's get this thing going. Okay, so we have our 12 by 12 piece of I'm going to pull this up a little bit, and I'm sorry I can't see the comments from where I'm at. I'm just trying to make sure that you can see everything that I'm doing. So I have my 12 by 12 sheet of basic white cardstock, and I have to pull up I forgot. I have to pull up a picture of what I did because I don't put these together. There's like not another sample for me to look at, so I have to look at the photo that I took of everything put together so I would know how to assemble this. So let me get this going over here. Hopefully that won't move on me. Okay, let's get started. So what I have here is I have a piece of Night of Navy, and I want to say this one is, get my measurements. This is a 3x5 piece, a Night of Navy, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's been, move the light over, it's been embossed with the Argyle embossing folder. So let's get on embossing, on paper that's been embossed. I have to go slowly because it tends to rip it if you go too fast and press too hard. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this one up in the corner, top left-hand corner, right up against the edges. So you wanna make sure you're right on the edges. We'll press that one down. And then I have this piece of designer series paper. I'm gonna have this on the front, so let's get some adhesive on this pinstripe here. And we are going to put that one right underneath, right up against it. Okay, and then I have a piece of smoky slate. Make sure I'm putting it on the right side. That is 3x4. Okay, so we'll get that one right down here, right up against it. So after everything is put on, then everything lines up around the left side of your edge there. Okay, so then I have this strip of designer series paper, and it is a full 12-inch strip, and it's 1 inch. So it's 1 inch by 12-inch piece. Oh. There we go. And we're just going to put that one right up against this line over here. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, you guys. Okay, there we go. So now you have that one. And then I have another piece of smoky slate, and this particular piece is 8 inches by 7 inches. Yeah, 8 inches by 7 inches. And let's go ahead and get some adhesive around the edge of all of this. What's everybody been doing today? I've been watching other people's videos all day long, it seems like. But I enjoy doing that. I'm trying to get this lined up here. I enjoy doing that while I'm doing some other things. Like learning some other things as well. So, okay, so we got that piece down. And then I also have another piece of Night of Navy, and this one is a 5x8 piece, and we're going to put this one, oops, down here on the bottom. On layouts, you don't have to fill up all of the space. You could leave this space an open white space if you really wanted to, but I felt like it needed some more blue to help balance out this top left-hand corner. So we're going to fill this up here, and that should fit perfect in that spot. So now we have our full 12x12 piece of cardstock completely covered. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at the picture at the same time. I used the tailored punch. I got the punch around here somewhere, which looks like this. I used the tailored tag punch, and I cut 2 punches with this designer series paper, this diagonal designer series paper, but I'm only going to use 3 with what I'm doing. So you're going to end up having a little extra piece that you can probably plug in somewhere over here, wherever you want to. But I want to get these down. I'm going to put a little adhesive here, and let's see. I'm putting these down first because this is going to help me determine where I need to lay the other pieces. So I've got that piece down, and then let me do the top one. Oops, I didn't mean to put that down. There we go. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm using this as a guide in order to help me determine where I'm going to put the mats here. And then I have this piece. And I put the top and bottom on first just in case, because this can overlap on these 2 pieces and it's not very noticeable at all. Okay, so I have those pieces right there. And then I have 2 strips of basic white that are, this says 1 inch, but that doesn't look like 1 inch. It's a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch by 6 3/4. And I actually just put these down just as an extra, trying to get a grip on that. Just as an extra little layer of white in order to balance out some of the white on the paper. And I want to say this should be the 1/2 mark. I'm using the 1/2 mark between on that one there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on, but I'm not going to put it down just yet. So let me put that off to the side. And then I have 4 mats that are basic black, and each one of these mats is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. So let's put these down, and you'll see where I'm going here. I'm just butting up this piece of basic black cardstock to the back of those tailored tags. I want to make sure it's even too, so I'm going to try to see if I can see. Yeah, okay. And then you always want to make sure you're putting adhesive on the back side and your smooth side shows up front. Now, these mats are reserved for pictures. So if you have 4 pictures on your mat, on your page, you've got spots there for 4 different pictures, and then you can use the larger one down here for an even larger picture. So let me slide that one. This is why I was trying to save this. I don't remember it being this hard when I was putting it together earlier. Trying to get my finger under there. And I already have adhesive. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just put that one. No, I want to put it underneath. Hold on. It was so much easier when I was putting this thing together when nobody was looking. Trying to slide that back behind there. And it's a little tough because I have adhesive on it, but basically I'm trying to make a T back there. Here we go. I got it. And of course that piece is just a little bit too long. Okay, that piece is just a little bit too long, so let me see if I can. What is that saying? Measure twice, cut once. I was going to trim some of this off. I don't want to pull it out because it's already in there. So it's probably going to be a little crooked. Anyway, we'll just go with that. Alright, now I have my other mats that are left. Okay, I'm going to put that one up there, and then this other one. You certainly don't have to do that. I was just trying to add a little bit more color in between these to help balance out some of the white from this strip over here and anything that might have been right here. So there we go. Okay, and then I also punched out a tailored tag out of just basic white, and I am going to stamp in Memento ink, because I'm going to be using Memento ink here in a few minutes. I'm going to stamp I Grew Up Loved. So I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to save some time, but you can certainly stamp it and then punch it afterwards if you're uncertain about making a boo-boo. And then I'm going to use a black dimensional, a large one on the back. And I am just putting that right there in the middle of that mat. And then what's next? Oh, I made a double bow. I made a double bow with the twine, the well-suited twine that comes in as part of the suite. And I'll show you the rest of the suite here in a minute. But I basically just made, I pulled, I want to say it was 12 inches of both of these. Let me just do this. And I made a double bow. So now I have 4 strands of this twine, this basic gray and this basic gray and night of navy twine. This one's kind of weird, but that's why I went ahead and made one beforehand. So now I have this nice big bow. And with some glue dots, I'm going to attach, I can get some glue dots on the back of this. I'm going to put 2 of them on there. I'm just going to stick that right there in the middle, just to help fill in where that little intersection is. And then the last piece is going to be down here in the left-hand corner. And I'm going to be stamping. I've already done one, but I want to show you how I'm doing it. But what I did is I stamped an image out of the stamp set, A Good Man. I stamped out this image here of this toddler on the dad's back. And I used our blends to color them. And let me show you how I did that really, really quick. So I have a piece of basic white. I have our Memento ink, and then I have the stamp. And then all I did was I stamped my image. Let me move that up a little bit more so that I don't get any ink on that. And then I am using the dark Misty Moonlight blend, because there's not a Night of Navy blend, and this is pretty dark. So I use that to color the pants, and then color the pants of the toddler. You can always make it darker. Just let it dry and go back over. And then I also have Smoky Slate, and I use that to color the t-shirt of the dad. Get all those little spots there. And then I went ahead and colored the t-shirt of the toddler. Don't have to be perfect. You don't have to go back over. You can leave it the way it is the first time and just let the natural blending of it do the work for you. And then I also have the ivory blend that I use to color the skin. And I want to show you something that I picked up at our onstage event. And then this one's the light basic black blend, and I just colored the hair. Oh, I missed a spot with the ivory. Sorry. I think on the other one I accidentally colored a part of the face, but there's the side of the face. And then all I did after that is I manually cut it out with my paper snips, since there's not a die cut for that particular image. But before I did that, I cut out a 3-inch oval with using the layering ovals. So let me put a dimensional on the back of this cutout image. Let me put 2, just to make sure it's gonna yeah, let me put some adhesive on the back of this. I don't want 2 dimensionals. So I'm gonna put that one right in the center. More portrait. And then stick this right on the top. And then there's your layout. What do you think? I can't see the comments from where I'm at. Hi Shirley, hi Susan. But there's your layout for tonight. It's 1/2. Next week I'll do the other side for you. But this is a nice little masculine layout where you've got some embossing, you've got a couple of different designer series paper, your Night of Navy cardstock, basic black. And then let me show you as far as the blending that I did down here. This is something that I picked up from another demonstrator at our onstage event. But this shows you that with all of our stamping blends, how you can customize your different skin tones. From anywhere from light petal pink to our bronze, all the way to our bronze. And I thought that was a really neat reference to have. Just so that you would know that with our blends, there's just various things that you can do with them. You've got lots of choices when it comes to that. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's layout. And congratulations to the winner again, Shirley. And let's see what else. There's just enough space on here for 4 pictures. A big picture, or if you wanted to put some journaling in here, you could just maybe attach another piece of some basic white cardstock or a journaling box of your own, and then just dress it up. If there's specific maybe stickers that you have or any kind of embellishments that you have and you want to dress it up a little bit more, you could certainly do that. So, but thank you guys for joining me this evening, and we will see you next week at 7 p.m. Good night.